Looks like Coach Austin Prey signaling the play in.
Here we go. 2 wideouts both ways. Low snap. Maggard looking. Here comes the pressure. Griffith in the backfield. Pass complete. Colt Stidham on the tackle, but Robinson holds on to the ball. This will be 4th down for the Commodores and maybe a loss of a couple of yards.
It looks like Robinson's cramping right here. A big hit right there.
And we want to apologize some technical difficulties. Apologize. Our Wi-Fi went out here. Good. Thank you from our producer James. But we got it back rolling on Facebook and YouTube. We thank you for joining us here, and we'll take a brief timeout, 30-second break on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm attorney David Jones. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
You need open heart surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughan Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughan Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price. Come see.
3:27 remaining here in the third quarter. Clock rolling. Commodores back to punt. Good kick there by Maggard. Stidham fields it at the 22. Goes left to right, cuts up to the middle now, bounces to the outside. Nice tackle there at the about 31-yard line, and the Commodores cooking Cecil there in on the tackle. And now Letcher Central has a chance to get some momentum, but as Joe with the good eyes there, as I was watching the ball, flag thrown at the 44-yard line. What do you think this is, Joe?
I seen a block in the back about the 35. I don't know what he's seen over there, but I seen one over here. He didn't throw it.
I just saw the second one.
But the one from the Y-hat came deep, so we'll see what they call here.
With 3:08 remaining. And you called it block in the back. That's been declined, though. But another one has been accepted.
Yeah, called 2 of them.
Yeah. So the Cougars back themselves up to their own 29. No, let's see. Where they going to mark it? At the 19. So now, Perry Central, you got to hope for another interception if you're the Commodores. Cougars, you just keep it going on offense.
You need a big play right here. You got, their backed up field position. And that's the thing is this, special teams, penalties, things add up, self-inflicted wounds. And when you give up good field position, you're just costing your defense. You're putting them in bad situations. It's not like Perry Central was playing bad defense or anything like that. It's just that last drive, the Cougars started about the 50-yard line. So
1st and 19 at the 20. Trips to the right, one wide out to the left. We got Sturgill to the right there of Holbrook. 7 on the play clock. Holbrook with time, looking. Had Sturgill, now tries to throw it to him. Incomplete pass. Maybe miscommunication, but again, the pressure of Perry Central rushing, getting in the backfield, causing that mesh up there, Joe.
Yeah, and fans will intend for ground, and I kind of agree with them here. Coach Dixon down there trying to get to argument with them as well. They're going to talk. Let's see if they talk about it here. He wants an explanation. He wants a meeting with the Y-hat, which you're allowed.
Yeah.
He wants to know why it's not intentional grounding.
check that at the 21. And, yeah, a good case there, but the refs kept the flags in the pocket, and now the Cougars, 3:01 remaining, have it 2nd and 10. Of course, you've kind of felt that from a lot of different fans over tonight both ways, but now here we go. 2 wideouts both ways. Sturgill to the right, 30 on the play clock. Holbrook with time. Here comes the pressure. Pass is incomplete. Down on the ground, good coverage by the Commodores, and that'll be 3rd and long for the Cougars. And on that play there, Mr. Day, and also as well too Haddix, you called him earlier, so let's see what the Cougars can do.
It's been 3rd down and 3rd and 10 has been the Commodores' Achilles heel all night long. Let's see if they can get off the field here and force a punting situation here for the Cougars.
Cougars unofficially 7 of 9 on 3rd down conversions. Got to get the stop here if you're Perry Central.
And the Commodore fans are getting into it.
Letcher Central got to keep the chains moving as it is going loud here. Trips out to the right, 1 to the left. 15 on the play clock. Sturgill takes the fake. Here comes Holbrook. Here comes the pressure. Holbrook moving. Near snap, but the ball was going forward. Did they call it a fumble? It's still loose, but Letcher Central falls on it. Perry Central could have had it there. Woo! Very close, but it's going to be 4th down.
You see who comes out with it. It looks like he's still going
Letcher Central did fall on it.
It looked like Letcher fell on it, but
I think at first it went forward. But
in the NFL, it's tuck rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tuck rule. That's an incomplete pass in college and NFL. They reviewed that. It was going forward. So.
And the Cougars did recover it there, but as you said, you could tell going forward, Perry nearly had the interception or the fumble.
Yeah, his backside pressure from, I think, Eldridge got to it there, and he's been there all night. They look like they flipped him side, so they must have a better matchup on that left side of the line than the right side.
Here comes the kick. A little low, and Gibson's going to have it.
He's
got room at the 50. He's going to break a tackle down to the 40. And he's going to be wrapped up about right there, maybe the 39. And the Commodores, Joe, with the best field position they've had this quarter with 2:11 remaining.
Yeah, that's. I thought Gibson had more space out there to the left. That's good pursuit to close that down kind of quick because I thought he could have scored on that one.
Last time the Commodores beat the Cougars was 2 years ago up at Letcher Central. They won that game 20-6. Gunnar Holbrook went down with an injury in that game, but Perry Central had control of the game. Since then,
last year was all Letcher.
Letcher Central, well, and I think they've met 2 times, if I'm not mistaken, since that game in 2023. But yes, it's been all Letcher so far.
I remember
those games.
It's probably been 5-6 years ago. Jaden East out here, who's coaching now, they were almost clocked. Perry almost clocked.
Here we go to Gibson in the backfield at the 45. Shake and bake. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard maybe, but 2nd and 10 now for the Commodores.
Yeah, I think it was the first year they put the running clock as a rule, and Perry almost had Letcher clocked at Letcher, and Letcher came back and beat them. It was a great game.
All right, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's been probably, now probably 10 years ago.
Yeah,
but,
2015 with Holcomb, I believe, was the coach. That's a memory right from the past. 1:35 remaining here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10, Commodores at the Cougar 39. Trips, or 2 wideouts to the left, 1 run out to the right. Here we go. Maggard looking, nice pass. Oh, just over the head. And that was intended for Collins, and that'll be 3rd down for the Commodores.
Yeah, Maggard just let that one sail. If he wants, he really wants that one back. Had pressure coming in his face, so he kind of rushed it right there and just sailed it a little bit.
Commodores looking to get the momentum back. Definitely adjustments have made there. 3 of 7 unofficially tonight on 3rd down conversions. Same formation, 18 on the play clock.
Yeah, Letcher corner's playing way back.
Now 13. I wonder, to your point there, if this is kind of maybe throwing the Commodores off. They're readjusting. Here we go. 7 on the play clock. Looking. Nice pass. Was it what might have been deflected? I couldn't tell. Now, Joe, 3 of 8 now. Commodores on 3rd down. Do you go for it here on 4th down?
Yeah, I think you do.
I agree.
I feel like on that 2nd and 3rd down, they're trying to get something short, but it looks like they're going to play field position and bring out the punt team.
First, with that being said, Perry Central has not gone for it on 4th down conversions yet, but maybe Coach Dixon feels like
Yeah,
get him
I
deep.
feel like if it was 4th and 5,
Yeah.
4th and medium right there, that he probably rolls the dice and goes for it. But
It's still a little too early.
His defense played well that last possession. So
here's the kick. Nice kick. And it bounces from the 2 and into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. So far, we've almost played 15 minutes of this third quarter. What's really been your feel of the story of this third quarter so far, Joe?
yeah, just Letcher's passing game it worked early in the first half. So it's just been more tell of that. Field position really is what it boils down to. Letcher's had the better field position. Perry started with great field position, probably the best field position they've had all night. Just can't capitalize. But once again, hats off to Letcher for adjusting to what Perry Central was doing first half offensively at Letcher's adjusted defensively.
14 on the play clock, 2 wideouts both ways. Howard runs out to the right. They're going to go to him. Howard gets a yard, now brings it up, and we'll feed about 3 yards on the pass, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
Yeah, and you see the Cougars have went away from that interior run game, which has worked, down these short yardage situations. But down here, they're trying to spread the offense out, going and try to create some short passes and things like that would be good as a run, just to try to spread this defense out and get some better throwing and running lanes.
Under 40 here in the third quarter. Trips bunched up over to the left. Got one right out to the right. This time Howard going to go out to the left there of Holbrook. Here's the throw. Cecil knocks it up, and nearly Perry Central has the interception at the 45. It looked like falls to the ground, and this will be 3rd and long for the Cougars. And now we have a player down on the field. That was Robinson who nearly had that off the deflection.
Yes, Cecil tried to high point that one, just hit off his hands and comes up cramping. But you just have to haul that one in right there. But look, tip drilled. Robinson about scooped it up off the deflection.
We'll step out for 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back, 28-20 as Letcher Central leads it over Perry County Central. Letcher Central has the ball 3rd and 7 from their own 23. Cecil a little shaken up for the Commodores. Got that great deflection to mess up the pass for the Cougars. And now let's see what the Cougars draw up on the break. Here we go. And one out both ways. 2 in the backfield. Stidham running in motion. Now gets up behind the lineman. 30 on the play clock. Here's the fake pitch. They go with Stidham. Stidham goes right. Stidham to the outside, has the first down, but flag on the play. To another flag comes in. This may be against the Cougars, and we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, little 3-3-5 look still right there from the Commodores defensively. Little fake sweep to inside handoff. Perry Central run the same play early in the first half, but it looks like this one probably coming back here against the Cougars here.
Official call is holding, so it'll still stay 3rd down.
And that's a big penalty right there against the Cougars.
Yeah, because they had the first down, but it happened immediately. And now 19 on the play clock. Commodore fans ringing the bells. Cougar Nation on the other end watching intently. They lead at 28-20 to the Cougars. Their first lead since they led it all the way back at 12-7. Clock rolling. We'll see if Coach Matthews just let that be the final play. And I think he will, Joe.
Yeah, he's going to let this run out or try to hard count it. But, yeah, they don't have time to get this play off.
And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Letcher County Central will have it 3rd and 12 to start the 4th quarter from their own 18. They lead at 28-20, back in 60 for the final quarter of play.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett Furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Fourth quarter, 3rd and 12. 12 minutes to go in this one. Unless for some odd reason there ends up being an overtime.
Don't jinx us.
28-20. Letcher Central 7-10 on 3rd down conversions. Receivers going both ways. It's going to be caught there on the far side. It's going to be a 1st down and more down the left side at the 50, to the 40, down to the 30. Cougars are going to take this one 82 yards to the house. Touchdown. And Letcher Central now with the 34-20 lead. That's Mason Stevens, 82 yards. And what a play there for Cougar Nation as you see them celebrating on the far side. Largest lead of the game for Letcher Central.
Yeah, 3rd down's been just criminal against the Commodores tonight. Just every way imaginable. They put themselves in positions that they just have to get off the field and not been able to do that, and that's just been the tale of the tape here tonight.
Letcher Central now 8 of 11 on 3rd down conversions tonight, and looks like they will go for the 2. I don't know, didn't get a note on Emma Adams, but Emma Adams, normally the kicker for Letcher Central, not playing tonight, done a really great job this year for the Cougars. They'll line up for 2. Two wideouts to the left, one to the right. You got Brown running in motion right to left. Howard to the right. Holbrook going to roll. Holbrook going to throw, and it's caught by Outlaw. And it is a signal yet. I did not see that he was in. I haven't seen the ref yet say if it was good or not.
I seen the field judge back there give it. I didn't see the side, but it was right in front of him.
Okay, so then they do officially give it.
Yeah, they officially rewarded to him, but just a good catch. I mean,
yeah,
he jumped the route, just couldn't make a play, and Outlaw just brought it in there.
We'll step out for 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
(36-20), 11:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. Letcher Central now with their largest lead of the game, and they have now rattled off 24 straight points against the Commodores.
Yeah, been tough. Been tough last few possessions here for the Commodores, but especially that last 3rd and 10 right there. You just have to get off the field on third downs. What'd you say, for 11 conversions tonight for the Cougars?
Yeah, on third down.
So that's something that you have to do as a defense, is get off the field on third down.
Stevens, Holbrook connected with Stevens from 82 yards out. They will re-kick it. And as they got also the 2-point conversion, Outlaw with the catch, and now it's going to be a false start. Back the Cougars back 5 yards. So right now, and we've talked about the youth, we've talked about the injuries, but Perry Central toe-to-toe in that first half. Right now, if you're Coach Dixon and company, Mark, Joe, what are you telling your team to get some points back on the board?
Yeah, just don't hang your head. You can't hang your head. They've come out here and punched you in the mouth this second half. And this is where you have, this is how we grow as a team going forward. This is how you respond to adversity, and that's what football is about. Is you get put in these situations, and how you respond is a big thing of it. If you come back here and score, and you're going to go for 2, you could 28-36. You're just a play away, 3 and out away from getting the ball back. 5-6 minutes to go. So let's see what happens here in this offensive drive for the Commodores.
Childers on the kickoff. Ball a little muff there. Gibson going right to left. Has a hole, but then wrapped up immediately at about the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Commodores at their own 32.
And that's the thing for the Commodores. They've, tonight up till last possession by the Cougars, is they've kept the big plays in check. And for you to pull off of, as an underdog role, Perry Central probably wasn't favored in this game, on paper. And to pull off that, you can't have any big penalties, any big turnovers. You have to win a turnover battle, and you can't give up big plays. And, they've done well with a couple of those categories tonight, but just have to keep those big plays in check, and you have to get off the field on third down.
Commodores, 2 receivers both ways. 14 on the play clock. Maggard going to look. Maggard gets sacked immediately. A host of Cougars wrap him up in the backfield all the way to about the 27-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 5.
Yeah, this Cougar secondary is playing so deep off the ball. You would think they would run, kind of a little screen or bubble or short pass situation to try to, get some momentum, going down the field. But they're playing at least hills are 10, 11 yards.
About at 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Their secondary's 13 yards off the ball.
2 wideouts both ways. Pass caught right at the 30, 31, maybe close to back to the original line of scrimmage. And the Commodores here, that was a great catch by Day, but just wrapped up immediately. And now it's 3rd and long for Perry Central.
Yeah, and like I said, the secondary for the Cougars are lining up probably 10, 12 yards off the ball. And they're just they're in sprinter stance. They're standing sprinter stance, just running down these short routes. So I think it's really threw this Perry offense for a loop here in the second half.
3 of 8 Commodores on third downs tonight. Looked good early on with them. Since the first quarter, haven't really been able to convert. First half, 7 on the play clock. Looking to get one here on 3rd and long. 2 wideouts both ways. Looking for Gibson. Here comes the pressure. Braxton Banks was there in the backfield. They get it back today. Day up to the 40. Tackled immediately as Garrett Howard in on the tackle, as well as Stevens. And now
Yeah, and you're in a go-for-it situation right now.
Yep.
You got to go.
At the 41, pickup of 11, so about 4th and 3 here, or 2, excuse me.
See if the Commodores can convert here. I'm sure the secondary will be walked up this time.
Same formation, 9.5. Snap is low. Pass complete to Gibson. And he's going to have enough for the first down, a gain of about 4, and the Commodores move the sticks.
Yeah, almost picked off right there, but luckily Cougar defender just went right through his hands, and Gibson ended up with the reception, and result of a first down keeps the drive alive and the comeback alive for the Commodores.
Jet Outlaw there on the tackle, wrapped it up on the legs and had it zeroed in. Didn't let him get much more, but like you mentioned, another first down for the Commodores looking to build. 45 yards away from pay dirt. Same formation, 18 on the play clock with 2 wideouts both ways. Here comes the pressure. Nice pass. Ooh, off the hands of Day. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Commodores at the 45.
Yeah, just a little high, which he's throwing away from the defender right there. And it's just, just a young group of kids out there. They just have to get their timing down. And they will. But, pressure's been more prevalent here in the second half for this Cougar defense against the Commodores and Parker Maggard here as Commodore looks shaken up on the play here.
Joe, I wanted to say something really quick. This is a great facility up here at Perry County Central.
Yeah.
Hard to believe this field has been here since 2013. That's 12 years. I remember one of the first games ever broadcasted up here several years ago. It was Perry Central and North Laurel in the playoffs, and Perry Central got that win when they had a guy by the name of Nathan Prey on that team. If that tells you how far, talking about Dayton and aging earlier. Here we go, 2nd and 10 for the Commodores. Wideouts both ways. Oh, intended for Gibson. Stidham right there. Incomplete. This will be 3rd and long for the Commodores.
Yeah, you look at this field and you go to, these other fields across the mountains, when everybody was going turf and stuff. And people, you're probably, this field right here has probably been the most well-maintained of any field I've been on. They don't, soccer, I think, shares it with them. But as far as the machines and take care of it, man, it's in tip-top shape since they put it in.
Wideouts both ways. Maggard looking, pass, caught out to Robinson. He has enough for the first down and keeps that drive going for the Commodores. That's a gain of 12 yards.
And that's what you have to do. You have to run those defenders back and cut across their face. And good job by Robinson. He's shaking up here. He's a tough-nosed kid. He's banged up with a knee injury right now. And pretty much all the kids that are out right now are knee injuries. So hope they get well soon, and hope Robinson can shake this one off.
Commodores now 4 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. Letcher Central just recently up at their football field, Joe, put new turf in, and they also share it with the soccer team.
Yeah, Letcher for years had.
Here we go on the run as Gibson will fall forward and pick up positive yards to the 40 to bring up 2nd and 7.
Have one of the nicest fields and facilities, with the Jumbotron and all that. And it still ranks up there. It sits, up there on the mountain. So it's one of the top ones. I think Pikeville has a new field now.
Yeah.
They were actually the first. I remember playing a scrimmage game over there years ago. And Derek Bolin and Jordan Shepard were alternating at quarterback, and it poured the rain the entire time. And that was one of the worst experiences of my high school career.
Here we go. Maggard throws it, pass complete. I don't think it did. I thought for a second the ball may have come wrapped up loose.
I see the beanbag down.
Commodores, but it's a first down. Well, no, they're going to say Letcher Central football, I believe. Wow.
Don't know about that one. They threw that in late, but
I'm a little surprised. I did see the bobble a little bit. Thought he might have been down, and the
I
Cougars
did too,
catch a break.
I thought he was down, but I do think like I said, I seen the ball came loose, but I don't know if his knee was down. We don't have.
Tough to see, but that would have been a first down too.
Yeah.
But Perry Central's first turnover comes at 7:55 in the game, and it couldn't come at a worse time for the Commodores. As now the Cougars will look to eat some clock and hold on to this 16-point lead at their own 32.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one again, but like I said, the ball did come out. Just the question if he was down or not. Tough to see from that backside. So
Cougars, excuse me, hand it off. Here's Sturgill, and he gets met immediately for no gain, maybe about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and long here for the Cougars.
Yeah, the interior run game just not been there all night for the Cougars, and that's hats off to the D linemen here and the linebackers for the Commodores. I mean, Eldridge has been there all night in the backfield. Caleb Miller, Josh Miller's brother, number 55, playing right, nose guard, playing A gap to A gap. Just been effective all night long.
2 wideouts both ways. Howard was calling for it. Screen pass out on the far side. It might have been Stevens that caught it, but drawn back. And we'll have a 3rd and long, for the Cougars. Maybe about a gain of 3 or 4.
Yeah, we'll see where they spot this one. So it'll be 3rd and 7 minutes left here. 3rd and probably 6 or 7.
They officially make it 5, it looks like, to our scoreboard here. As you mentioned, Giovanni's always a good place to eat. I keep seeing that scoreboard, and I want to order me some pizza, Joe, after this.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have not, but it's tempting.
That's a long 5, Anthony. It's a long 5 yards. Yeah, I also seen Heath Brashear, who I graduated high school with, doing head on the extra point animation there. So
8 of 11, the Cougars tonight on 3rd down conversions. 6:28 to go, 5 on the play clock. Here we go, handoff to Garrett Howard. Howard's going to be wrapped up, but somehow falls forward and gets some positive yards of about a yard. 4th down, and now 8 of 12, and we got flags going everywhere, Joe.
Yep, we're getting in between 2 here. Looks like a little scrum in the pile.
Clock stops with 6:16 remaining. And another one thrown late, too.
So if that's the case, they'll probably be offsetting. If they're both against the Cougars, it'll be tough. So, but it looked like that one was on the Cougar walking back to the pile. So may offset and be after the play, probably just be 4th down, you would think. We'll see where they spot it and how they.
Howard did have about a yard run. What I wanted to say here, Joe, was that you don't want to get too much of an unsportsmanlike conduct because you don't want to lose. Both teams don't. You don't want to lose any players for next week's games.
No, you have. You get 2 and out. We'll see what they call here. It was on. Looks like on the Cougars.
Yep, backing them up. Personal foul. Wow. So
yeah, personal foul and unsportsmanlike. So that's going to be a 30 yards loss.
Yep. So what would have been 4th and 4 is now going to be 4th and 34 for the Cougars. And they'll have it back at the 7, their own 7. So this is a big break for Perry Central. Actually, they're going to mark it up a little bit more to about the 11.
And I think if you're the Commodores right here, I noticed the last time the Cougars punted, it was a really tight punt formation. The punter was probably 8 to 10 yards from the ball. If that's the case, you got to go try and block this one.
Would be huge if the Commodores did because they could either get a safety or possibly a touchdown. But if you're Coach Matthews and company, you want to make sure that doesn't happen. One of the key things you're going to have to do if you're the Cougars here is if Gibson gets it, got to make sure he doesn't put the Jets on to get the touchdown, and we are going to have a stoppage of play.
Yeah, I think you can block a kick. Once I put it back up to 25 on the play clock here.
Here we go. Good snap. Fair kick. Here it comes, and Gibson will let it slide. A flag comes in late. 2 flags come in late. 3 flags now. Ball will be down at the 48 of Letcher Central. Hold the phone. We'll see what the calls are.
See what they call here. Had a scrum here at the middle of the field here.
Well, Letcher Central had those penalties that backed them up 30 yards. If these are against the Commodores, you don't want that to happen with the ball being at the 48, but we'll get the official call here in just a few moments. I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. I want to thank all of you all for joining us on Bluegrass Sports Nation through Facebook and YouTube. We've got a holding against the Commodores, so back them up 10 yards. Puts them back into their own territory, Joe.
Yeah, 1st and 10 looks like here from the 42.5. 5:56 remaining here in the fourth, so you still have time.
And what's interesting to note is Perry Central and Letcher Central were tied at halftime. It was 20-12 Commodores, and Perry Central has not scored a touchdown in this half. Their last touchdown was the big interception of 59 yards by Miller.
Cougars pitching a shutout here in the second half.
Yep. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 wideout to the right. Gibson to the right of Maggard, 20 on the play clock. Here comes the pressure. Right in the backfield immediately with the read. Stidham going to knock him in the backfield, and that's a big loss there. Check that. That may have not been Stidham there for Letcher Central. Let me double check on that. That was actually Keaton Fields on the tackle for the Cougars.
Yeah, big play right there. Just right over the nose guard in the A-gap right there. Big hit. You got to throw this ball. You got to try to work something deep here.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Perry Central at their own 40. 5:20 remaining. 2 wideouts both ways. Here comes the pressure again. And this time Brody Griffith in on the tackle as well as a host of Cougars. A loss of 5, and this will bring up 3rd and 18.
Had Fugas streaking down here if he could have got away.
Perry Central 4 of 10 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Clock rolling under 5. 36-20 Letcher Central.
Yeah, second half, this Perry Central offense has been stuck in the mud. Just can't get anything going.
Letcher Central defense has made adjustments. More
They
of
have.
what I've seen of them do against Valley and Leslie have been able to get in the backfield, a little more pressure. Now this time Commodores 2 wideouts both ways looking. Maggard has time. Maggard looking, but he's going to be brought down by Griffith again all the way down at the 20, and that's going to be a loss of 15. It'll bring up 4th and 33 for the Commodores.
Yeah, just it's not blocked anybody the second half offensively. A lot of pressure in the backfield from the Cougars to the Commodores. Now it's 4th and 35 here.
.405 remaining. Clock stops. 4th and long Commodores. First time they've gone for it on 4th down tonight. It'll officially be 4th and 33. And we have a timeout on the play, and we'll take a 30-second break on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
4:05 remaining. 4th and 33 for the Commodores. There was an injury on the play. Thought someone had called timeout. I was watching the white hat, but the Perry Central player. All right. Commodores not going to go for it. Looks like they're going to punt it away. Low snap. Stidham will field it at about the 38. Rolls out to the right, switches up, and will be tackled at the 42-yard line. So the Cougars will have it at the 42 of their own.
Yeah, end over end kick right there. Looks like Stidham's cramping up too here. So
it's a solid tackle there by Dylan Hurley of the Commodores, number 16. Freshman.
Yeah, good coverage right there. We've not seen that all night tonight by the Commodores on their punt team. But once again, that end over end and kicked a little worm burner at him, but fielded well.
And looks like Stidham's going to get up there a little all right. We saw the first half go a little slow. This half got a little bit faster. Been just a chess match for most of the first half was. Letcher Central made the adjustments. Perry Central, Joe, we go back to that play here early in the fourth quarter. When they had the momentum, they were about at the 30. The officials called it a fumble. Letcher Central recovered, and that was like a backbreaker because it looked like the Commodores were going to score on that drive.
Yeah, they
had
were
a lot of momentum going.
Yeah, they were driving first down. I think they had 3 consecutive first downs right there. And Miller just hit from behind. Looked like they dislodged the ball, and Cougars come up with it.
Back splits both ways, one wide out going each way. Hand off to Sturgill. Goes left. Sturgill's going to have it to the outside. A first down and more. Up to the 40, into 35, down to the 30. And he will pick up a gain of 28 yards and another first down Cougars.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about the Commodores aren't letting up big play after big play, and that's all it's been here in the second half.
Johnson in on the tackle with 3.5 remaining. Letcher County Central scored 16 points in this half to their 20. They did trail at 20-12. There early on, their lead was 12-7, but the Commodores have had the lead in this game as well, too. It's been the largest deficit with 3:10 remaining. One wide out both ways, single line in the backfield. It's going to be Howard, 5 on the play clock. Howard gets the handoff, bounces out to the left, tries to go forward, gets to the 30, so no gain on the play. This will be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, clock ticking. It's some, you know, Letcher's favor right now, and they're just trying to run this thing out, get out of here with a win. Been a tough game for the Cougars. I thought the Cougars, you know, may have overlooked the Commodores early rolling in here and, you know, kind of put them back on their heels. And, you know, you just keep going back to these third down situations. And it's not like it's 3rd and short. They were 3rd and long situations that the Commodores just couldn't get off the field with. So when they break this film down, they're going to have to work on their 3rd down conversions defensively.
3 on the play clock. Cougars get it off. And, oh, nice keeper there by Holbrook. Gets to about the 25-yard line. This will bring up 3rd and 5. The Cougars tonight are 8 of 12 on 3rd down conversions with 2 minutes remaining. One of the things that Letcher Central did is they didn't panic when they got down. Perry Central is a tough place to play, and the Cougars are very familiar with that. They've had some battles here, but Coach Matthews made some great adjustments at halftime. The Cougars have stayed true to their offense and their identity. They made adjustments defensively, were able to get in the backfield, and now looking at possibly going 3-1 on the season as the clock continues to roll. But Perry Central's put up a great fight here tonight. Just kind of wonder just some plays here and there, and maybe could have been a different ball game.
Yeah, and I mean, when you look back at it, that's what the coach are going to think, man, if we could just done a couple of these little things differently, maybe had a different outcome. But that, you know, it's about every game you play. You're just a couple plays away from a win or a loss.
And we'll keep it right here as Letcher Central takes the timeout. But the Cougars, they did after the interception, they didn't let that get to them. And Stidham's played a really good. And one thing too about the Cougars tonight that I thought was a big key turning point in the game, when they were a 4th and 10, I believe it was, or it was something along those lines, 4th and long, and they connected on a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I felt like that guy, I think it was Outlaw or Stevens that got it, and I felt like that was really a big shift in the game of momentum for them. And it really said a lot and set the precedent of this 16-point lead.
It took all the wind out of the Commodore sails, and you know, really hard to rebound that. You get them in those 3rd long, 4th long situation, you get up a touchdown, just trying to, you know, get the ball back and get something going your way, and it just, you know, just shoot yourself in the foot. A couple missed assignments, missed things like that. But once again, you look top to bottom, you got a young squad.
But the Cougars with the veteranship as Holbrook gets it off here on the handoff, and Howard will go forward, maybe gets about 2 yards. Of course, Letcher Central, they lost 11 seniors last year, but a very veteran team still with some of those core players that are back. You know, Garrett Howard, the big senior. But, again, we have a timeout, Perry Central. Let's take it with them with 1:05 remaining. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering
1:05 remaining. 4th and 4 for the Cougars. Holbrook rolling, looking. Gets by, passed, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for outlaw. Turnover on downs for the Cougars. We have a final score to pass along to you tonight. Bell County defeats Harlan County 36-7, and right now we have Hazard on top, about to kick the extra point with 3:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Go ahead and add that extra point, and it's 49-21. Hazard over Breathitt County. Joe, that game was tied at 21.
Yeah, that's tough.
1 minute to go here in the ball game, 36-20. Coach Matthews called the timeout there, so Letcher Central will have 2. Perry Central with all 3 timeouts. They'll have the ball from their own 24. Letcher Central 1 of 3 tonight on 4th down conversions after not converting that, 8 of 13 on 3rd downs. 2 wideouts both ways. Gibson to the right. Pass out in the flats, complete. And going to keep the clock rolling. Pickup of about 6. Didn't see who caught that on the far side. Did you catch that, Joe?
I neither. Got a flag flying late.
And the clock will stop with 45 seconds remaining. Apologize, couldn't see the numbers there on that Commodore catch. It was a great one.
Yeah, good catch. Good. I mean, that's the bread and butter of the Coach Dixon's offense there. I mean, they probably practiced that play 1,000 times in summer practice, but
they're going to negate that catch, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be
if it was against the Commodores.
Unsportsmanlike or something against the Commodores here late.
40 seconds remaining. 35 seconds remaining. Here we go. Oh, Banks in the backfield. Gibson has it. Brought down. So bring up 3rd down. Stevens on the tackle. 3rd and long. 20 seconds remaining.
Now we'll probably do it if I had to guess.
And that will be it. Perry Central goes to 1-3 on the season. The Cougars go to 3-1. Your final score 36-20. Letcher County Central comes to Perry Central, or East Perry, excuse me. Commodore Field gets the victory. Joe and I'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap it up on the other side of the break.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
And your final score tonight, Letcher County Central 36, Perry Central 20. And next week, the Commodores will have a bye week. They welcome on the 26th of September Paris here at home. That will be homecoming for the Commodores. Letcher County Central will be at Breathitt County next week as they go to 3-1, and then they will have their last game to round up September at home. That will be their homecoming as well against Lawrence County. Lawrence County, a team to watch. They beat Ashland Paul Blazer last week 24-21. Before we jump out of here, Joe, your thoughts on this game tonight?
I mean, great game. You'd asked me before the game what the final score would be. I would have guessed Letcher probably beat Perry more than 2 touchdowns, and it wouldn't be tied at the half. That was not my prediction, just comparing these teams on paper. But I've said it from week 1. You see bright spots in this Perry Central team. They're young from top to bottom. You look, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a couple juniors, a couple seniors thrown in there. But Coach Matthews has a really good team, a really good coach. But, you have to take bright spots away to keep these kids motivated going forward. Letcher, just like you said, stayed the course of their game plan, and it started to work. Second half really wore down this Perry Central team, who's dealt with a couple injuries on both sides of the ball. And was able to, like you said, stay the course and come out on top. And Perry Central just couldn't respond in that second half and just couldn't get any kind of momentum going. And that's hats off to the coaching staff of the Letcher Central Cougars.
I want to thank everyone for tuning us in on Facebook and YouTube Live tonight. I want to thank our producer here, James, doing a really good job, and our man up top, I believe. If we are, there was just you, I think. Yeah,
yeah, he's up top.
Our man up top,
Ty's up there.
Doing a great job as well, too. And we hope you've enjoyed this broadcast on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Joe, I've enjoyed broadcasting with you. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
Yeah, long time no see. I'm glad we able to meet up again. It's been fun, and hopefully get to do it again.
Definitely. And for Joe Begley, I'm Anthony Bersalia. Everyone have a great night, safe weekend, and until next time, you've been watching Bluegrass Sports Nation.